Maybe the Wizard Whisk is just for every minion ability to be in play, and also for amnesiacs.
Chat, what's your favorite kind of pear? I know that they're all delicious, and like equally better than apples, but what's the first among equals for you? Yeah, I like the red Andrews, those are good. That'd probably be my go-to. The humble canned pear. You know, there's nothing wrong with a good canned pear. And some nice, syrup, preservatives, whatever. Stir. This is not a Team Apple stream. This is a We Love Pear stream. What the heck? Ooh, home canned pears. That's a good call. I haven't done that in a long time.
It now very importantly has a logo. I was not able to resize the logo to make sure that it was going to show up with the full pear showing, but you know what? It's close enough. You can see the bottom of the pear.
I think we can all appreciate it, except for Styria the chat. Apple.
Wow. You're so wrong. Even Tomato changed his mind about pears.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're just here telling you tonight how much Tomato changed his mind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, yeah, this is a script called Pear Appreciation Society, and you might think that that is a fearmonger on that script. I understand that it's off to the side and maybe a little small, but you would be incorrect. That is a pearmonger. And, oops, I have to actually put one in play for you to see. As you can see, the reminder token here says pear. So this is a pearmonger. Many thanks to the wonderful Rosanna for making the pearmonger. All right. I need to pop my chat out and put that on the other screen so I can actually see what people are saying. There we go. Okay, now I can see what people are saying. Much better. Okay, so what do we actually want to put in play? I think I want to put... Okay, this is also... please garden Emma as the pearmonger. I know we can't, but we should. You know, I can be bribed into that, yeah. I was going to say, I definitely want at least one of the pearmonger or the organ grinder in.
Works for me.
So we can put a pearmonger. What demon do we want?
I'm tempted by Nodashi, but I could also be talked out of Nodashi.
Sure, we can do Nodashi. Civ says, I think she would also be happy with the monkey. Oh yeah, absolutely. She would be happy with the monkey. This is the one only true and correct monkey that should ever exist. The ability is all players keep their eyes closed when voting, and the vote tally is secret. Votes for you only count if you vote.
I mean, I'm not opposed to throwing in both.
Sure, we can have a pearmonger organ grinder game.
My question to you would be, do you feel up to Wizard BS? Because otherwise, let's just do organ grinder, I would say.
Oh, you know what I meant to put on the script and forgot? I meant to put a Sentinel on, so I'm just going to add Sentinel, because I do not have any outsider modification on here.
We can announce that when we go back up, too.
Yeah. I changed out one of the minions, and then I forgot that in doing that, I needed to put Sentinel on. But that's fine. Okay. These are very loud minions. Yes, they are. They are pretty much all loud minions in their own ways. So they're going to know that it's not a Wizard or a Ceranovus game, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's not always about solving the minion type.
Yeah. All right. So a mutant, sure, we can do that. Do we want to use the Sentinel at all to either plus or minus? I feel like a lot of times when it's a base 2 game, most storytellers will just not do anything with Sentinel, and I think more storytellers should do something with Sentinel.
Okay, let's do something. Let's either -1 with a bluff or +1 with no bluff.
Feel like we need an ogre? Sure, we can do an ogre, and then do we want to do a lunatic or a butler?
I mean, we have magician here, so we could go maximum mess up the lunatic route. I'm not opposed necessarily. I feel like I usually am inclined to not put in lunatic, so we could just put it in this time because I usually wouldn't.
Yeah, sure. Do we want the lunatic to think they're a different demon than a Nodashi?
Yes. I don't know which one, but yes.
Okay, in that case, let's just take out the lunatic token and we'll throw in 2 demon tokens. How about a lunatic puka? There we go.
Perfect. The demon could have plenty of time to consider following kill or not.
Yeah, exactly. Would lunatic be too many people playing for evil? Probably not. Lunatics tend to figure it out pretty quickly. Even if you give them a magician, that's usually not too bad for them. So I'm not too concerned about there being too many, but I am tempted to do just an ogre. Wolfie had suggested mutant perhaps earlier, and so I was thinking maybe doing 3, but I agree with Shade that, like, I see plus a lot more than minus.
I'm completely fine with just...
So we could do just an ogre, and then we can give Butler as the bluff.
Sure.
And, oh no, wait, in that case we can't do a lunatic.
Yeah, then we just wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah. There we go. So, okay. Yeah, magician buys, like, a lunatic maybe, like, a couple of days. It depends on what you're doing with bluffs, usually. Sometimes the bluffs can be a signal to players, or, like, how many people are claiming the bluffs that you gave. That can be a signal for lunatics as well. But you can, of course, as a storyteller, generally avoid that by giving them different bluffs. Like, not in play bluffs. Alright, so that's our evil team and our singular outsider. What are we gonna do with our townsfolk?
And how do you feel about magician potentially being Nodashi poisoned? Is that okay?
I'm not, like, super concerned about it. I have seen that happen where, like, a minion got found out because they were claiming magician, but the magician was actually poisoned. But it...
Yeah.
It's not
like
that common.
The other side of it is that if a minion is next to the demon can instantly solve who their minion would be if they see a magician, because they know the magician is not the one by them.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not like
really,
the greatest interaction of all time either way.
That's fine. Maybe we just do not a magician game then.
Okay, how are you feeling about amnesiac and or savant? Do you have an amni ability you like to break out?
Ooh, that is a good question. Let me check my Amni ideas folder. Let's see if I have any good ones in here.
Crier seems useful with these minions, just to figure out who to not bother executing, because there's the organ grinder who's not made to,
yeah, that's fair.
To get a pair win.
Here's a fun one. If your living neighbor dies in the night, learn their role. I don't think I've done that one yet. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So if they're going to start learning roles, then maybe we don't want a juggler. Town Crier's good. Steward Chigenja, fine. Maybe let's do a fisherman and a cannibal, and an Elsa here instead of a Savant. But also, yeah, somebody did point out, but, like, technically, with a wizard on the script, the Pearmonger and Organ Grinder, they don't have to be in play.
I mean, look, if you're a wizard who loves Organ Grinder, you can just wish to be the Organ Grinder. That's fine. But
yeah, 100%.
It's kind of the same thing.
Or you can wish for one to be in play, or, like, an announcement to go out, or whatever. Like, you can wish for all kinds of things. You can wish for a Pearmonger announcement with no Pearmonger. Okay, are we happy with these? Let's go ahead and send them out.
Let's do it.
Alright, Gibbo is our Nodashi, Slug is our Pearmonger, and Mia is our Organ Grinder, unless we are, in fact, gonna just swap Emma and Slug around so that she can be the Pearmonger.
I don't have an opinion on this.
Let's do that.
Okay. I
would like Emma to be the Pearmonger. Any story to the name of the script. Yes, pears are superior to apples, and we appreciate this about them.
We have wisely not included Clockmaker on the script. That's good.
That is correct, yes. As we all know, the Clockmaker jinx is that Clockmaker is not allowed to be in play, and at that point, like, why bother even putting it
Oh, we did actually put
You know?
Clockmaker on, but it was Jinx with Clockmaker to turn into Shigenja. That's what happened.
Okay, so High Priestess, Juggler, and then technically Lunatic
You're
will be
gonna
a
give
free
Butler,
bluff for
right?
them. Yeah, Butler's probably better, just because, like, you know, if Evil's a living mutant, it's hard for them to claim. They can insinuate, and people can still pick up on it, but
I
Butler's
think we should.
just more
I think we should
straightforward.
give the hint that we did a plus or a -1, so that the outsider claim might be a good idea.
Yeah, I think so too. Alright, let me add the Amni ability. Alright, Amni added. Alright, what is the Shigenja is getting a counterclockwise direction, and who are we showing?
Shigenja's getting clockwise.
Clockwise, yes, sorry, clockwise. I literally moved my mouse in the correct direction and still said the wrong one. Alright. Steward could see,
I'm showing DJ because this is going to be a tough Amni ability to maybe solve, and it might be one of those, like, you're not doing anything, so maybe you look evil kind of deals.
Oh, yes, I did actually input the input the roll wrong. If your living neighbor dies is what I meant to type when I hit play. I typed player.
I guess if we show DJ, then DJ can be poisoning Slug through Hallow, which is fine, I guess. Okay, here's a question for you. We could also make the Amni ability of, like, learn the character of the previously selected Pearmonger target whenever the Pearmonger chooses a new fruit.
Ooh, that's a pretty interesting one, yeah. Gambling.
Now, that might
is
do nothing.
caffeine here? Is that why the stream is on fire?
That has a risk of doing nothing.
It does have a risk of doing nothing, yes. Like, Emma could get executed early, or Emma could decide to, you know, keep it buried for whatever reason. So, that does have a higher risk of not doing anything. Yeah, we'll just leave it on this one.
Okay.
Okay, so our Cannibal and our Town Crier are poisoned.
Oh no, poison cannibal. They're not going to get useful cannibal information.
It is the fate of cannibals. So who did we decide on for the steward? Sorry, I was
suggesting
typing
DJ
Amni wrong.
I thought Amni might be hard to solve, but I'm
Yeah,
not
that's fine.
tied to DJ. It could be anyone else.
Yeah, like, there's technically every chance that, like, this ability as well will also do nothing if none of DJ's neighbors die in the night, or if DJ just dies early. That happens.
I was also wondering whether or not it's good that DJ could be no Dashi poisoning Slug through Hallow, and if that's, like, a reason to keep the steward pig there or to move it, but it's whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just write in the custom note here that I need to say clockwise. Because I swear I know directions, but for some reason saying clockwise or counterclockwise, like, the wrong one comes out of my mouth probably 75% of the time.
It looks like all the setup we need to do.
Okay, in that case, we can head on up to the players.
Speak of the devil.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
I will just note that there is a sentinel that is meant to be on this script. I simply forgot to actually put it on, so I did add it in play. You should hopefully all be able to see it. The bootlegger is that in Amnesiac, if there is a Vortox in play, their questions will not be Vortoxed. Information that they learn from their ability would still be, but the storyteller questions themselves are not Vortoxed. And of course, you know, we have our original one and only true monkey. You cannot be choosing about drunking yourself. Your ability is always functioning if you are an organ grinder. And let's see, there are a couple of jinxes on the script. So Cannibal Butler is, if the cannibal eats the butler, they are informed that they have the butler ability. Cannibal Juggler, if the juggler is executed on day 1, then the cannibal would learn the juggler's number in the night. And the butler and organ grinder jinx is that if there's an organ grinder in play, the butler can vote freely, but their number will they'll only count for the vote number if their master also voted. Do we have any questions about any of that?
None.
Great.
Nope.
Okay. Rosanna, it looks like you are not in your seat.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Roseanne Pear. All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Let me send out characters. Okay. Characters are sent. So we are going just to our minions and demon first. Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations on definitely pulling and not at all being gardened into the Pearmonger.
Okay.
Your fellow minion is Mia, and your demon is Gibbo.
Gibbo is the Vortox. Mia is the wizard. Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, we'll just go ahead and grab your Pearmongering lower here. Gotcha.
Bruce.
Yep. Bruce it is. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to being Best Monkey.
I don't know if I've pulled this token before. I'm very excited.
Hooray. Your fellow minion is Emma, and your demon is Gibbo.
Ooh, excellent, excellent. I really hope Savant's not a bluff. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you all.
You're welcome. Hello, hello.
Oh boy.
You got this. We believe in you, and your minions also believe in you. Those minions are Emma and Mia.
Emma and Mia. Got it.
And your bluffs are High Priestess, Juggler, and Butler.
Okay, thank you. No lunatic.
Nope, no lunatic.
Okay.
Alright, good luck, have fun.
Thank you.
Alright. Okay, so we're not going to our Amni tonight. It's the Steward, the Shugenja, and then the Ogre. Okay, let's go get our info rolls done. Hello.
Hi.
We are going to point you at DJ.
Great, I get to have a perfectly relaxing game of clock tower.
Yes, perfectly relaxing and normal.
Yep, totally. Thank you. Honk.
You're welcome. Thank you. I did in fact forget to send out the pair announcement. Alright, pair announcement sent. Hello. I am pointing you in the clockwise direction, so that is towards Bruce.
Towards Bruce. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Who would you like to be your friend?
There are so many good choices in this circle.
True.
3 evil choices.
That's true. Let's pick Rosanna. That'll be fun.
Alright, Rosanna it is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright. That was a pretty easy night, except for the part where I forgot to send out a Pearmonger announcement. Thanks, chat. I feel like that's just easier to remember when you're like, everybody's in town square, because you can just say it out loud, and that's just... There's so many less steps than having to go into a specific channel to, like, either drag players back or send out, like, via a bot like we do. Alright. I think Sean's probably not going to ask for fisherman advice today, so I'm just not going to worry about it at the moment. But we can maybe start thinking of stuff. Maybe tomorrow night we can think about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it tomorrow either.
Yeah. Okay. Let's wake them up. Good morning, town. You have all been blessed in the night. There are pears everywhere. Just the whole town dotted with pears. They're in the trees, they're on the benches, they're in birds' nests, they're in your homes. I should warn you that you might want to be really careful about what pears you bite into, because I did have a very tasty, juicy, delicious pear that I shared with Mullibok last night, and oh no, we're dead. Good luck.
On parody, let's go.
DJ, let's chat.
Fair chat, let's go.
Mia,
you
Let's do it.
Sure, Slug, I'll follow you.
How's it going?
Did you pull a red token, Sean?
I'm not gonna tell you. Maybe.
Why don't you just tell me, and I will not mention it to anyone.
I'm the pearmonger. I picked you, and I'm not gonna nominate you today. I'm
Okay,
just gonna
great.
waste it.
I am gonna laugh so hard if this turns out to be true.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is it true?
There's no reason. There's a better than 50% chance that it may or may not be.
Okay, great. I am the town crier.
Okay. I'll nominate today, and we'll see what happens.
Look, I have a terrible track record with this token. I do always forget to keep track about halfway through nominations, so yeah.
I'll help you out as long as you're alive.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Would prefer pears over apples.
Now, a very difficult question for you. What is your character's favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit. Character's favorite fruit. Let me think. Probably a grape, I think.
A grape?
That
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense, yes.
I'll guess a grape, I think. What
I'm
about
gonna go with cherries, probably.
Cherries make sense, but I also think Salaban could have also
Okay.
said
Alright, do you want to
grape
actually claim, or do you want to just
fruit.
leave it at this?
we can leave it at this. I don't mind.
Okay, wonderful. Alright, see ya.
Bye.
You.
Not much aside from the mobile hotspot, but
I'm sorry about that, but hopefully it holds up.
it's been going out a few times. The hotspot works, but my internet is dying, so that's gonna be a fun phone call this weekend.
Oh no, everything all at once. I'm sorry, Simon.
It's been a fun week. How's it going with you?
I'm doing all right, and I'm doing good in this game. I would say.
I am
Thank
as
you.
well.
Oh, okay. How do you want to do this?
I see no reason not to hard claim.
Okay.
I'm a Shugenja.
Okay.
I'm pointing in your direction.
Alright. I am. Fuck it, whatever. I'm the savant. So. Let me live, please. Okay.
That's fine for. I mean, well, I suppose the evils could be anywhere. So
I will give you Savant or Fisherman.
I will give you Butler or High Priestess.
That's a fun two. I
That's
enjoy
fun
that
too.
highly.
What was your two again?
It was Fisherman or Savant.
Fisherman or Savant. Okay.
Navean, can you hang back, please?
Yeah, well, I will.
Absolutely.
I would like fake advice, please.
Your fake advice is that, you know, it'd be great if you like spent the entire game not using your ability at all, then you just like died without having used it. That's totally fine and everybody loves that.
Sure, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
What are you?
I am the amnesiac.
Very fun. Anything I can help you with in that regard, or do you not have anything yet?
What sorts of feelings and emotions does the number 2 give you?
The first thing I thought of was an empath too. The second thing I thought of was the expected outsider count. So, no idea.
Gotcha. I will take this into account in my question. Speaking of, Navian, you happen to be here.
I'll head out.
Alright, thank you, Hallow.
Why,
This is
yes,
a
I do happen
fake
to be here.
consult for fake amnesiacs.
Okay, well, this is a fake bingo. You got it. Wow, amazing.
Yippee! I'm probably gonna bluff that like each night you learn how many pairs of living evil players there are. I think that sounds cool.
Okay, sure.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye.
Cool. Yeah, let's do a roll stop. I'm Tom Cryer.
Town cry, yeah.
To go find a
I've heard.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
I panicked and
Uh-huh.
Savant. So I just need some cool info.
Okay. Here is cool info number 1 and cool info number 2, and it's gonna blow everybody's minds.
Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Fascinating. I think I'm gonna keep bluffing amnesiac for a while just to see what happens. I'm gonna just like roll with like I'm just gonna say some numbers. They're probably gonna mean something. We'll see if I figure it out.
Okay.
Alright, Navean is breathing fire on us and we're all gonna die, so let's head back to
Navean, can I have a
town.
quick consult before we get trapped?
Yes.
Alright, I'm pretending to be the amnesiac who picked Bruce. Bruce has lied to me and said he was woken up last night and told I was the Night Watchman. So I'm asking you, is my ability each night I choose a player, they learn of the Night Watchman, and you're telling me, Emma, that's obviously cold. That's a dumb ability.
Yeah, obviously, that's way too strong.
I'm gonna have to yell at Bruce when we get back to town.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Thank you. Bruce, you lied to me.
Welcome back, everybody. Noms will open up in a minute.
Can I do an Elsa here guess?
Absolutely.
I would like to guess that Emma and Sean are minions, and Yusuf is the demon.
Okay, thank you.
I'd like to Alice here guess.
Go ahead.
DJ is the demon, and Bruce and Sivan is the minions, please.
Sorry, who is the demon?
DJ.
Okay, thank you.
Can I juggle, or do you accept juggles in chat?
Either way, out loud in chat.
Okay, I'll juggle in chat.
Okay, Salaban, Alcihirs, Emma as the demon, Gibbo and Slug as minions. Thank you. DJ juggles himself as the juggler. Sean Pear juggles Bruce through Hallow clockwise inclusive as the Nodashi. Bruce Alcihir guesses Emma and Sean are the minions, and DJ as the demon. Roseanne Pear juggles Gibbo, Salaban, Sean, DJ, Hallow, all as the fearmonger. I think you mean pearmonger.
Oh my god, I've made a grave error.
I will accept that as a pearmonger juggle.
I'll edit it.
I will also here guess Sean and Rosanna as minions, Hallow as the demon, and I will guess I will juggle Rosanna to Emma clockwise inclusive as the pearmonger.
Okay, got it. I'm not going to read these all out loud anymore. I take it upon the players to read these yourselves if you would like. I will read them silently to myself, and if there's any correct Alcihir announcements, I will simply make them, but y'all can keep track of your own juggles and stuff.
I will say that I did juggle Bruce as the pearmonger correctly.
Listen, maybe you did put both of them on here. You did. So day one was going to be a long one.
Yes, that was on me. I did this to myself. Didn't think about that hard enough. So nominations are open.
Navean, I would like to nominate Rosanna, please. Oh, Roseanne Pear.
Okay. Why is that?
I promised her I would do this.
Roseanne Pear.
I feel like you promised me you wouldn't, but okay.
All right. Please be sure to have your hands ready to go when the countdown ends.
The monkey. Got 11.
Well, I guess we don't minions.
All right. Some number of votes has been made.
Unless the wizard's done some bullshit.
Bruce would like to nominate Emma.
Bruce would like to nominate Emma. How come?
I did lie to you, Emma. I'm the Shigenja, and I got a clockwise.
Well, then we should nominate Mia. I'm the amnesiac. Picked Bruce last night. Don't know what it does yet. Bruce lied to me and wasted my question for the day.
I'm sorry.
You will need some number of votes. All right, thank you.
I'll nominate Mia.
Emma nominates Mia. How come?
Apparently there's a Shigenja pointed at Mia.
Mia?
Shugenja is actually a double claim as far as I know, so I'm looking at someone whose name starts with a B.
You will need some number of votes.
That could be any one of us.
It really truly could be anyone.
I could never believe
Thank
Bruce
you.
was evil.
Thank you.
DJ's gonna nominate Sivan.
DJ nominates Sivan. How come?
If say Sivan is the Vortex, if this is the Vortex game, or Sivan's like the Nodashi, for example, the Shigenja form could be incorrect and pointing the wrong way. Plus, we should execute someone to potentially feed the Vortex or feed to a cannibal.
Sivan, your defense?
I'm not wholly opposed to this. There is a Vortox, so it's worth executing someone.
You will need some number of votes. Alright, thank you.
Hallow would like to Alsahir guess. DJ and Sean as minions and Sivan as the demon.
Alright, thank you. Any more nominations? I did kind of
I'll
not think about Vortox Working Grinder. You are nominating Slug, you said?
Yep.
Okay, tell us about it.
Could be pointed at by this alleged Shugenja. I believe I have gotten Bruce executed day one somewhat recent memory, so I'm not going to do it today. That would be very rude. Also, Slug went to go talk to DJ instantly, and if I know anything about this game, that's spooky.
Slug, your turns.
I would be a terrible kill for town.
You will need some number of votes.
I'll admit, I was spooked when I got asked to talk right away. I got spooked.
Alright, thank you. Yeah, you know, I wrote this script at like 4 in the morning, and not all my brain cells were there necessarily. Yeah. It's very last minute. Final call for nominations. No, they really aren't.
I hope we do.
Probably.
I think we do.
We probably tied, let's be real.
I hope we have one on the block.
Ending the day in 5 seconds.
I've only voted for one nomination, so because I was scared of a tie. So I hope.
I don't think I voted for any.
How
I only
dare you?
voted for Mia because I trusted Bruce's information.
Oh my
Town
gosh.
has chosen not to execute anybody. Go to sleep.
Oh my god.
Well, it is confirmed not Vortox.
This is why you always got to put a Vortox in play.
That's true. Day one ender with Monkey. Yeah, I like I said to chat, I wrote it at like 4 a.m.
I mean,
last
let's
minute,
be honest.
so-
This is what usually happens with Working Grinder. This is not unusual at all.
No, it's not. But Vortox probably does not belong with, in particular, especially Old Monkey that like cannot be shut off.
I was not gonna. I was gonna make sure they weren't both in play together. Actually, like
I would have, yeah, I would, if we had gone to put a Vortox in play, I would have seen it and I would have been like, oh wait, I missed that when I was making this, never mind. But, you know. It's fine. It does take away some of the mystique of like what demon is in play, but
it does.
It's fine. Alright, so once again a sad cannibal, who's poisoned anyway, but you know. Let's go get our
get true info also, because I don't really want to
think as much, yeah.
I don't really want to give info that Mia's not a minion, in case that gets solved.
Both Emma and Mia did nominate, and there were 5 nominations. So I think a yes is definitely expected.
It's like not counting Rosanna, it's like half the people, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't want to just immediately give away, because they know it's not Vortox, so we don't want to give away that it's an Odashi. Alright, let's go get Emma's pearmongering. Hello.
Hello.
Will you be giving somebody new a pear tonight?
I'm not sure Bruce ate all of his pears, so I think he'll need some more.
Okay, continue feeding Bruce pears. You got it. Hello.
Hello.
Who would you like to moida?
I'm going to murder Sean.
Sean it is, thank you. Alright, so, awesome. DJ gets to learn information.
Can I tell you what's funny about this kill? Sean asked me for fake fisherman advice, and my fake advice was that you should hold on to your fisherman advice. He told me you gave him fake advice of you should get killed without using it, so he followed both my advice.
Yeah, we basically gave him the same advice.
I kind of want to go to Sean before we start the day and say, congratulations, Sean, you followed both our advice, so then go and announce he's dead.
That is really hilarious. We will do that. Yeah. All right. So DJ is learning fisherman. Rosanna's getting a yes, and that's going to be it for the night. Well, and our visit to Sean at the end.
Yes, the most important part. Let us not forget.
Yeah. Hello. I wake you up and I show you the fisherman token.
Huh?
I show you the fisherman token.
Yeah, I got that part. Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, good luck. Bye.
Hi.
Hello.
Guess what? A miracle has happened. I tracked nomination.
Ooh, nice.
All by myself.
Did the homework.
Oh, well, who may or may not be a minion right now, Rosanna?
I believe DJ, Sean, Mia, Emma, and Bruce.
Well, I can neither confirm nor deny that, but I can give you a yes, and I think you're going to be like absolutely shocked by that.
Well, based on my conversation with Sean, totally astounding.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we're just gonna wait another like 10 seconds or so.
Well, we're gonna do the important part. We're gonna visit Sean in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that is the important part. But yeah, we're gonna like fake like we gave a juggler some info or had to decide about like a high priestess. Mia ended up going. Yeah. Mia ended up going with Savant. Gibbo was giving out 2s of High Priestess and Butler, which was pretty fun. So I'm not sure which one he's going to land on. I have no idea what Emma's claiming, but it's Emma. Who knows?
Claiming amnesiac at the moment. I feel like she might pivot to mutant if this comes out and she gets killed.
She might, yeah. That makes sense. A High Priestess would learn Sean, certainly, no doubts about it. Maybe, probably not, but maybe.
Who could say?
Who can say? All right, let's go give Sean the good news.
Hey, Sean.
Sean, we have great news for you.
We have unbelievably amazing news.
Sure.
You've managed to follow both of our fake fisherman advices.
Congratulations.
Perfect. Wait.
Good morning, town. It would seem that somebody ate one of those poisoned pears. That somebody was Sean.
Well, fuck.
Star
No,
Pass.
not Sean.
Star Pass. It was Star Pass.
Try
Sean, you want to go talk?
See,
Sean,
you
let's
all
have a
thought
Pear
I was a
catch up.
minion.
Let's have a
Sean
Pear
was
catch
good
up.
in my book.
Wow. So much drama in this ground.
Fuck.
What were you really, Sean?
Unspent fisherman.
Oh no! Damn!
I am Icarus and I flew too close to the sun.
Okay, I told you the truth.
And
So I
I
have
told you the truth and I took notes.
I took notes too, Sean. It's a miracle.
Okay.
I
Could be a
got the
fun yes.
DJ, you, Mia, Emma, and Bruce nominated, right?
I have myself, Bruce, DJ, Emma, and Mia, yes.
Yeah, and I got a yes.
Okay, well, I'm crossing my name off of that list because, you know, obviously.
You're dead, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Bruce, Emma, DJ, Mia, that's a fun little combo there down at the bottom of the grin. Okay.
I'm just drawing a little skull and crossbones by your name on the list.
Yep.
Here we go.
Gone and not forgotten. I am a man with
Fucking farm. I am the amnesiac, which is why I think I was even more likely evil.
Oh wait, are you really the amnesiac?
Yeah, and I'll say the long story short. We're not. I'm very confident me and Emma are not connected in any way, shape, or form. Probably not.
Emma says that she picked me on night 1, and I said that I learned Emma was the night watchman.
That didn't happen, clearly.
No, it did not. We had a good time with it. What happened with your thing?
I have nothing night 1, and then last night I learned a character.
Which character?
Well, that's a bit tell. Actually, what are you first? I'm telling a lot about myself.
Oh,
not
no, you
saying
can tell
much
me
about
what character that
yourself.
is, because that might lead me to hard claim that character.
Yeah, I don't want that answer. Make it easier for me.
I'm the Elsa here.
Nope. Okay, I didn't learn that. We're good.
I am.
But they did follow me into this chat, so
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay. What could I be doing on this script? Picking a player without feedback. Could be making players safe from min. No, that doesn't really make sense. Just be safe from fearmonger, and that's a little silly. I'll think about it. Okay. Do you want to give me a real player's log?
Town crier.
Okay, thanks, Luke. I appreciate
Bye.
it. Navean.
Yes.
Ask about my very real amnesiac ability.
Mm-hmm.
Is it some sort of protection?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you again. That's cold. It's very silly to have one of those on this particular script.
Disagree. It's lukewarm. Thanks, Navean.
Sure.
Oh.
I know.
No, that's
and it sucks now
terrible.
that it. I know, and it sucks now that I know it's not Vortox because I could have gotten decent fisherman advice. But
Yeah,
that's
potentially. It could be
fine.
Pucka, but
It could be Pucka. Yeah. Didn't even think about
yeah.
that.
I am the Shugenja with the clockwise. Yes, I know Bruce is claiming that. I told Bruce that he could claim that.
There is Sentinel, so yeah.
Yeah.
But based on that, possibly. Okay, cheers for that.
Okay, sounds good. Bye.
It's Serenovus, though. Would you just like execute someone for madness, or tell people that they're
No,
mad
you
when they
just
aren't
wake
actually?
people up and tell them that they're mad when they aren't actually mad.
I guess.
It's like they wouldn't know that they just like if the Serenovus dies at night for some reason, or like becomes not the Serenovus because they got Star Pass to, the player who's Seramad that day does not know that they can break madness with no consequences.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, in
that's
that
what
case,
I
you
would
kind of
do.
just have the Serenovus ability outright because it's all in the impression, and it's not like they know that it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Same thing with Fearmonger.
I don't quite buy that wizard ability, but I guess it's possible. I'm assuming
If
got
you
a
mean
guess last night, right?
Pearmonger.
Oh, I'm so
Pearmonger,
sorry.
Pearmonger,
Sorry,
that was me.
I have
That was
a
me, that was
terrible
me.
lisp right now. I keep dropping my P's.
It was me.
All right, I turned to slug up a little
Pearmonger.
bit.
We know
You
we
got
have
a
a
yes, right, Seth?
Pearmonger.
Let me know if that helps any.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I've woken up both nights and gotten a 2. I asked Navean last night if I had to do something with positioning because that's my go-to question, and I got a worm.
You said warm on positioning?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, thank you. Bye.
Not sure
Bye.
Slug buys that,
That
considering.
just as a question, Navean.
Yes.
Do you like give warm, cold responses to MDC questions like that?
I usually do, yeah. Sometimes I fill in with like other things to give a little bit of context. Like I might say, you're warmer about one part but colder about another. Or I also use things that are outside of just the rigid like cold warm. Sometimes I'll say something like tepid or lukewarm or something like that. But if you said that I gave like one of the usual temperatures, that is perfectly in line with something I would potentially give.
Gotcha. I was just worried that like you just don't do that at all, and then I claimed that to Slug, and I just immediately got myself as being a liar. But thankfully, I'm so incredibly good at this game, and my bluffs always go through. Thank you, Navean.
You're welcome.
Spoken to another town crier.
Well, I got one of the fake amnesiacs to back down, and they admitted they were the town crier.
Okay, they're lying.
All right, let's kill Slug.
Let's kill Slug indeed. I got a yes on
Put
DJ,
some salt on that Slug.
Sean, Mia, you, and Bruce.
Okay. Well, DJ is also someone I want to kill because they're double claiming me. So this works out for
claiming
my...
amnesiac as well.
Yes, he is lying about being in my role.
I also got amnesiac from Celiban.
Hello.
Hey, I'd like to ask, do I learn of a character that was chosen last night?
That is very hot.
That's a good sign.
I'm gonna take that back just a tiny bit and say it's pretty hot.
Okay. I mean, I figured that. I haven't said which character, but fair enough. Thank you.
You're welcome. Another consult with Mia. Oh, Mia asked for Mullibok, actually. That's fine. Never mind. Very average Amni game, yeah.
Nominate Rosanna votes, then my vote counts as well.
Wonderful. Navean, by the way, that GIF you have posted is absolutely terrifying to me, and I feel deep-seated fear.
You're welcome.
Thank you for this. Thank you.
Hold on.
Yes, join us.
I am just here getting fake fisherman advice, pretending to be an amnesiac, pretending to be a wizard.
Okay, this is me granting your definitely real wizard wish.
Hooray! And you gave me a cold.
And yeah.
My advice was I'm not the fisherman. Darn it.
Yeah, that all tracks.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, Rosanna, I don't know why I would claim your role. I'm certainly not doing that. Nope. Who told you I'm doing that?
I did, Slug.
That is very rude of you, Emma. Emma and I had the most productive conversation today.
Yeah, it was productive. You admitted you weren't my role, and then you gave me a role that's double claimed with someone else.
I'll admit, it wasn't probably the most useless conversation of the day.
Yeah,
Which
DJ's
one
was
said that?
more useless. He refused to admit he wasn't my role.
Emma, I'm not. I am my.
DJ was one of the double claims. There's a quadruple claim out there, by the way.
That's
Yes.
sick.
There is.
Jesus God.
Of what? Of what?
Under what role?
Hallow would like to also here guess DJ and Gibbo as minions and Emma as the demon, please.
All right, thank you.
I have an idea of what role is currently being quadruple claimed.
It's amnesiac.
Nominations are open.
Let me fill in the rest of the amnesiacs.
Bruce also hears DJ and Mia as minions and Emma as the demon. Thank you.
Maybe the Wizard Whisk is just for every minion ability to be in play and also for amnesiacs.
I think it'd be a bit more obvious that was the case.
I don't think anyone's claiming to have turned into the amnesiac.
Yeah, I'm the starting amnesiac. I'm the only amnesiac, I'm pretty sure. I've found 2 of my supposed double claims. One of them backed down to a double claim with someone else. The other one refuses to back down.
I really want to kill either Emma or Slug, and I can't figure out which one.
Slug, Alcahir's DJ, and Simon as minions, and Emma as the demon. Thank you.
Roseanne, Pear, I assure you, you do not want to kill me.
Second call for nominations.
Bruce nominates Emma.
Bruce nominates Emma. Do you have anything to add that wasn't said today?
Or yesterday, to be honest. I made the exact same nom then. That's it.
And I'll make the exact same net defense now. The Shigenja doesn't point at your direct neighbor, the Shigenja points in a direction. Slug was in a double claim with me, and after a long negotiation in our conversation, he finally admitted he was lying to me, and then he backed down to a role that's a double claim with Rosanna. I think your Shigenja information is likely pointing at me and Slug. DJ's also double claiming me, and I've heard is in a town crier, yes. So I feel like DJ and Slug are probably just evil together.
You need some number of votes.
Everyone is in a town crier, yes.
Yeah, no, that town crier information is not very damning.
I think Emma's monkeying around. I think so. I want to prove it today.
I don't even know if we got the votes.
Really? Through all this bullshit.
Salaban nominates Slug.
Salaban nominates Slug. Why is that?
As we said, Slug was in a double claim and backed down into another double claim. And with the way this game is going, I think town crier information is not going to be that useful. So I think this is a great axe.
Slug, your defense.
I don't. No, I'm no. Don't kill me. This would be a terrible kill for town.
You need some
I'm the
number
demon,
of
by
votes.
the way.
Thank you.
Can I nominate DJ?
We'll go with Rosanna first and then Mia. Alright, Rosanna nominates DJ. Anything to say that was not said today?
I just have this feeling like DJ is trying to make it look like other players are doing shenanigans when actually he is. I don't know. In the town crier, yes. Suspicious of many people.
DJ, your defense.
Yeah, and Emma nominated. I think that town crier yes is unhelpful at best. I am not trying to do shenanigans. People are seriously doing shenanigans around me, and it's getting annoying.
You need some number of votes. Thank you. Mia, did you have a nomination?
I'd like to nominate Bruce, please.
Alright. Anything to say about Bruce that was not already said?
Shugenja double claim, I am one with the fisherman, and my hypothetical fisherman advice was that the true Shugenja has real lessons to teach you, which I think was expertly crafted to hint that the true Shugenja is perhaps a teacher in their professional life. I don't know
That's really
if
fun.
that's the case, but I just want to sort of use that to point at Bruce, maybe. That's all.
Bruce, your defense.
Oh my god, I have so many years of teaching experience. I think they know that too, so that sounds right.
Oh, I'm sorry. We should.
You need some number of votes. Thank you. Final call for nominations. Ending the day in 5. Town has elected not to execute anybody. Go to sleep.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Get 6?
2 people got 6. They tied.
Oh, they tied. I missed that there was a tie.
Yep. It was Slug 6 and then Bruce at the end 6, I think.
Wild.
Yeah. Bruce 6. Yep. So yeah, day 1 just not enough votes, and day 2 hidden tie.
Oh, I think I was looking at the actual app for the Bruce vote, so that explains why I missed the Bruce got 6.
Ah, that would do it. So once again, our doubly sad cannibal who is not eating anything, just starving over there, just being fed poison with nothing to help absorb it.
Probably our equally sad vampire just gonna get guesses because that's not that helpful.
Yeah, I think it was basically almost the same set of people. Oh, Rosanna. So Bruce and Mia are both in there. So I'll probably give a yes.
Multiple
Yeah.
people in Michigan, July.
Yeah, so one of Bruce or Mia is almost certainly a minion from, I think, most people's perspectives. So I think giving a yes makes the most sense again. Okay, let's go find out whether Bruce is going to get fed more pears. That was close. They almost got Bruce killed. Although I think it was Mia who nominated Bruce, not Emma.
It
so.
was Mia.
Hello, is Bruce being fed more pears, or does somebody else need a tasty treat?
I think it's time to move this to Hallow.
Hallow it is, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let me do the pearmonger. Hello.
Hello.
Who would you like to kill?
Let's go with Hallow.
Hallow it is, thank you. Wow, DJ getting more information.
That's wild, actually.
It really is. I expected this to go off like maybe once or twice, once maybe early and once maybe late, but woof.
If I were DJ, I would just guess if I learned the character of everybody who dies. I wouldn't even think it was to do with neighbors, because why would I?
Yeah, at this point.
What did DJ guess last?
DJ guessed whether his ability had something to do with learning a character that was picked in the night, and I gave him a pretty hot. So, DJ learns Ogre. Rosanna gets a yes. And that's it. Hello.
Hi.
I am showing you the Ogre token.
What? Interesting. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Hello.
Hello.
It's gonna be another yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so I think maybe a world that Evil could get at least some success pushing is that Slug is maybe a minion along with one of Bruce or Mia, and they're like trying to make DJ look good, and Emma's just a mutant who ended up double claiming a demon. I think that's like maybe a viable world.
That's what I was hoping to do with the Poison Town Criers, to clear one of the minions. Probably not Mia, because Mia can be solved to evil more easily.
Right. Yeah, for sure. If Mia does not nominate and Emma does, and there's not a lot of like other viable minion candidates, then I would give a no, but that hasn't happened yet, so.
It's just the life of no dashing. It's like, what do I do with this poison?
Yeah, and the other poisoning we simply have not been able to use yet because they've not successfully killed anybody.
I heard Simon suggest that they could get executed yesterday to defeat Salaman, but it didn't happen. Nobody went for it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and wake him up. So, Hallow hollowed out a Pear, and then that Pear hollowed out Hallow's insides.
Hello.
All right, let's get
DJ, let's go.
Yeah, Slug.
Yusuf, could we talk?
Let's go.
No, I genuinely did. Yeah, I heard the town crier. Yes. Look, you are
like
sat
6
next to
people
me.
in a town
It's a
crier,
clockwise.
yes.
Admittedly, I did kind of forget Emma was in it. I heard it was you and Mia. Right now, I'm choosing to trust
The
Mia,
town
but
crier
after that
information
nomination,
is
I don't
there.
know how much I.
Yeah, the town crier information is now readily available.
The town crier information is literally just Haichu Genja information.
It sure is.
Look.
Every
That's
conversation
helpful.
I've had has been ridiculous, I guess. I mean, it's nice to know. It's at least eliminating, Yusuf Nodashi worlds, but
I guess? Is it?
To be fair,
in my eyes.
Oh, no, Dashi.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then the minions are just in that direction.
Actually, never mind. No,
yeah, I was gonna say, like, wouldn't you still be pointing the...
Oh no!
I'm the Elsa here.
I
So
did
far the
figure.
game hasn't ended.
If you are the Alsa
it up.
here, I do think Emma or Mia are fine guesses. I
I've
don't really
included
know
Emma
where.
twice.
Yeah. I don't know what Slug's doing.
Well, like,
Other than
so
that,
Mia is a part of this town crier information. So maybe I can include.
Yes.
So
Mia
somebody
possibly.
suggested to me Emma as possible demon. If Emma's a no dashi, then it doesn't really matter what I guess.
I suppose.
So yeah, is it more helpful to guess somebody else's demon then? If that's like a world.
To know if I'm evil or not.
Did you actually pick me, Hello?
Yes.
Okay, I told you the truth. You're not evil.
Okay, I believe you. I just wanted to make absolutely sure.
I'm the town crier.
Okay.
So, and my info is in chat, and that is my accurate info. So it suggests that one of me or Bruce is evil. That doesn't necessarily clear the others as not.
I think Mia's a minion.
Yeah. I kind
Bruce
of think
could also very well be a minion.
I kind of think Emma's evil too.
Yeah, I think Emma and Mia are minions. It's a matter of who the demon is.
Yeah.
I just realized Gibbo asked me for a chat at the start of the day, and then I totally forgot.
Okay. You can go to that because Slug wants to talk to me.
Yeah, sure thing.
And with it. Okay, cool.
I'm leaning more towards Pucka just based on the roles that have been killed so far, but it's not a strong suspicion.
Right. And Hallow is currently the only other blank on my Grim, so I might go talk to them quick.
All right, I'm gonna head out now. Bye, Sean.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Which means Mia and Bruce are the two in common between those days.
Yeah, that tracks. I don't think DJ is a minion.
I
can't
think
make DJ
Emma
minion
and
work.
Mia are both evil.
I actually can't make DJ minion work unless Mia is the Nodashi poisoning me.
Jukenja info.
Fair enough. I do think we have a demon somewhere in the Saliban Gibbo problem, but I'm willing to say it's over there.
Sucks.
We got
Yeah.
That's a
sorry, DJ, what problem?
Mia, let's go down.
I think the demon's up there. Let the demons down there.
I mean,
where is up there?
I believe town crier information is backing that up, or at least that.
Hello.
Hello.
What do I do? Let me ask if it has to do with minion abilities. I'll get a warm.
That sounds right.
Thanks, Navean. I approve.
You're welcome.
It could possibly be both, but I think it's just one of them. Probably Mia.
Bruh.
Mia or Bruce is a minion, right? We all agree on that.
What the f-
And I'm looking ready.
Okay, you know what, Bruce? We gotta unionize. Also, look, I wouldn't pick you, Sean. Not night one.
Bruce Alsa here is Emma and Mia as minions with Saliban as the demon. Alright, nominations are open.
I'm gonna nominate Saliban.
Alright, Emma nominates Saliban. How come?
I think there's a lot of confusing stuff going on with whatever's up with Slug and DJ and Bruce and Mia. And I'm looking at the parts of the Grim that are quieter. And Saliban is part of that. And I was thinking this might be a useful place to go into today, rather than continuing to waste our time on what's going on the people we've been trying to kill for a few days. If there's a good reason to believe Saliban is good, I'd be interested in similar nominations on like Gibbo or Yusuf or Rosanna, or maybe Sivan, but I think continuing to nominate into this ridiculousness down here is not going to be productive for anyone.
Saliban, your defense.
I am entirely unopposed to this.
You need some number of votes. Understandable, given what's happened to this game. Thank you.
Rosanna would like to nominate Emma, please.
Rosanna, anything to add about Emma that hasn't been said?
No, I don't think so.
Emma, your defense?
Yeah, I think the town crier information more or less clears me. I think the town crier information strongly suggests that the minion is Bruce or Mia in the Shugenja information, and I'm just good. So I think, like I said, I think we should move on from this because it's, I think, pretty counterproductive at this point. I am the amnesiac.
It's very
I
coincidental.
currently
Yes.
have DJ marked as the mutant because I haven't heard any outsider claims, and Slug marked as a minion as well.
You need some number of votes. Thank you. Close. That was very close.
I'm happy to leave it here.
Any more nominations?
I feel like we got more than 5 on Emma, so I would enjoy getting exactly 5 on someone else, but I don't think we're going to be able to coordinate that realistically.
I'm very anxious.
If no one's executed, I'm pretty
Final
confident to say Emma's the monkey.
I'm the amnesiac. Like, this is, I think, relatively.
Salaban, how would you like to be executed?
I would like someone to trap me in a glass and escort me out of the Grim.
There's a whole bunch of pears in there with you. In fact, they just keep filling it with pears until you're crushed to death by pears. Good night, everybody. They finally killed somebody. That was very close. It was 6 on Salaban and 5 on Emma.
Well, big call on the Nodashi poison now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who nominated yesterday? It was just Emma and Rosanna.
Emma and Rosanna, so it's a direct pick on Emma.
All right. Well, as long as Rosanna lives, then we can say no.
Yeah, I think Emma's setting herself up to be the mutant, but I'm not sure.
I kind of agree. Like setting up for either like Slug and DJ are evil together, or like the Slug is being Nodashi poisoned.
I am
or
worried
Kevin
about it
can
based
be
on how
either
many
way.
people think Emma's the organ grinder, but she's not, so.
Yeah, like she is a minion, but not the organ grinder. Okay, so it is straight over to our pearmonger. Hello.
Hello.
Who is getting pears tonight?
Let's put it on. We'll put it back on Bruce.
All right, back to Bruce it is. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Rosanna, please.
Rosanna it is. Thank you. Well, you know...
Gibbo was also worried about the town crier information, and people wondering if he used a Nodashi outfit. That's
yeah, that is definitely possible.
I think
it
it's
also
good for
makes them
Nodashis
look
to kill their neighbors
less.
sometimes.
Yeah, they should really. Like, one of the tells for Nodashis can be that their neighbors are alive going into the late game because they're like, oh, they're getting bad information. I don't need to kill that. But it can find you out that way. So I can remove these other dead tokens. They're no longer relevant. So yeah, I think it's a good idea for Nodashis to kill their neighbors, you know, starting maybe around like night 2 to 3, you should be considering it. 3 to 4,
yeah,
you should probably be killing a neighbor.
I think almost any demon would not want Rosanna to get a direct read on Emma, whether she's good or not, probably.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yep. So DJ's not learning anything because a living neighbor did not die in the night, finally. It skipped over one of those living
Yeah,
neighbors.
DJ asked me if he learned who the demon targets, and I gave him a very hot, so he'll probably figure it out now, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. You know, one of the good things about this is that, like, DJ can confirm that, like, Sean and Hallow, they're definitely not star passes. Any of DJ's neighbors that die in the night are not star passes, and he can potentially, like, confirm himself a little bit, possibly. I don't know if he ever ended up going to Sean and trying to do some kind of, like, confirmation with Sean about a role or anything. So.
I heard DJ asked Sean directly, "Are you the fisherman?" And Sean was like, "One of me and me is the fisherman."
Mm-hmm. Okay, that is everything. So let's wake him on up. The demon tossed Rosanna a pear in the night, and tossed it so hard that it kind of hit her right in the head and killed her.
Well, that's a bummer. I was hoping to be cleared.
That makes that makes yesterday's town cry info dicey too.
Mm-hmm.
Navean, can I speak to you for a moment?
I mean, I think it makes most
me.
Navean.
Slug.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yusuf.
Hello.
Has a storytelling mistake been made?
No mistake has been made.
Oh fuck! Wow, that actually makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We both did, so.
Yeah, I think it's largely. I mean, I've hard claimed to just about everyone I've spoken to. I'm the actual Shugenja pointing clockwise, as Mia was kind of alluding to.
Right.
My info. I was having a conversation with Bruce. I know, but it seems like my info is backing up your town.
I do think DJ is possibly.
Well, the problem is like if it's we can't rule out that it's Puka, and I just my day one info is accurate, right? Like we can't rule that out at this stage.
Yeah, I don't know how likely it is to be Puka. I think it's starting to get more and more unlikely.
I think it's hard to tell.
We did have 2 days of no executions.
I don't think it particularly matters that much because it basically says, like, even if we only.
Oh, I'm just a cannibal.
That's a bummer. Sorry I nominated you. It was genuinely like I think like whatever's going on with Slug and DJ and me, I think is a distraction for town. I don't think it's useful to keep pursuing. And I wanted to kill into someone who wasn't part of it, and your name was there. But like I think if I was the Pearmonger, the game would be over and evil would have won, right?
No, clearly you're the
I'm the
organ grinder
amnesiac Salavan.
with a wizard teammate who has given you the Pearmonger
Salavan,
ability.
I'm literally just the amnesiac. Like, we need to be killing into the... We can either kill into the fake amnesiacs, or we can kill into the people who are not part of this.
Emma, since Navean is here, would you be willing to claim Ogre real quick? Just say it. Try it on for size.
Oh, no. First of all, Hellman, I just simply don't believe that's a way to prove you aren't the mutant.
Yeah, no. I don't think it would actually work. It's mostly just an amusement thing.
Yeah, but also, like, I'm not going to stop claiming my real role just because of whatever shenanigans DJ is doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately it means I cannot vote today, so...
Yeah. Sad. Okay, I'm the cannibal.
Yeah. That's a double claim.
That's cool. I am okay with it for now.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Sweet.
Or nothing. Rosanna's not on the good team. I want to clarify this first before I do anything, but someone's been busy and that's all day.
That's crazy.
I know,
All
and
right.
being held up by the demon, which is annoying. It's fine.
Players
It's fine.
die in the night?
I actually think I might believe you, and I think Emma might be the mutant. But I can't prove
wait.
it.
Slug, you're not the steward?
I am the steward. That's why I said I believe you.
Oh, okay. You scared me. Okay. Cool.
Christ.
You scared me from like you fucking lied to me this whole time. This is great.
No, I'm the
do you
steward.
mind if I talk to you mind if I talk to Nate real
Go
quick?
for it. Bye.
Hello.
Hey. Each night I learn the good a good character the demon chose.
That is getting colder.
Really? It's worrying. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Dead fisherman didn't get to use my advice.
Gotcha. Yep. I am going to try and get Bruce to out evil to me. Really hard tomorrow.
All right. I wish you luck in that.
Thank you.
I don't know what Sean is talking about. He used both of our pieces of advice. by dying, holding on to it, and then dying without having used it?
Ah.
Great question, DJ. Great question.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Back, everybody.
I'm sorry.
Bruce has been a very naughty boy this game.
That doesn't sound like Bruce at all.
Okay.
Bruce
Well,
apparently
since-
offered to get in a role swap with 3 different players.
That's fine.
Nah, I think this is fine. I'm just gonna talk about it. So I am the actual amnesiac at this point. I wanted to talk to Hallow because I think my ability is something really important happen. So I'll write it out later tonight. But basically, on night 2 and 3, I learned a character, and that I know the exact details. Still
Bruce
working
just
on it,
got
but
an Alpha here win.
I basically learned characters that die in the night. So like night 2, I learned Fisherman.
Amazing.
Night 3, I learned something that Hal
I'm not
didn't
gonna
claim to me, which is why I was trying to
interrupt
clear
that.
up that conversation.
DJ
Be like,
finish.
hey Hal, are you this? And not like
You probably got it right.
yeah. Last night I learned nothing, which is interesting, but it isn't specifically good characters the demon killed, which I'm not sure the exact details. But I learned nothing last night, which is getting interesting.
Bruce Al-Sahir guesses Emma and Mia as minions and Gibbo as the demon. And I would like to congratulate the good team because the game is over.
Holy shit! What?
Thanks.
All right. Well done, Bruce. As you may have figured, Bruce is your Al-Sahir. He correctly guessed that Mia and Emma were the minions. They were your organ grinder and pear monger, respectively. Gibbo was your Nodashi. Poisoning Salaban, your cannibal, who never got fed anything, unfortunately. And Rosanna, your town crier. We did decide to give Rosanna true information because we thought that it was potentially that Mia would get solved as an organ grinder, and Mia was nominating every day. And the Shigendra information was pointing at Mia's direction, which also implicated potentially Bruce, who was also nominating every day. So we wanted to paint one of those two as definitely minions. So we also had Yusuf, your sage, Slug, your steward, who saw DJ, your amnesiac. Hallow was your good ogre, who picked Rosanna. And Sean, your fisherman, who keeps saying he didn't use his advice, which is not true at all, because he asked both me and Mullibok on day 1 for something fake, he did say. But, you know, we told him that he should hold on to his ability and then also die without using it. And that's exactly what he did. So you took both pieces of advice, Sean. Great job.
Sure did.
DJ's amnesiac ability was that if your living neighbor dies in the night, learn what their role is. So, DJ got to learn Fisherman and Ogre respectively when Sean and Hallow died.
That works.
All right. Congrats, Al-Sahir win. That is very rare.
Hello, I told you we had to leave Bruce to do some guessing.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I was always leaving Bruce alive anyway because I had to try and convince him to tell me he was evil later.
Fair.
Coincidence that both my neighbors died night 2 and 3, and I'm like, I learn info constantly.
Yes. I was like, you know, this ability might not do anything. Maybe it'll go off once, and then it just immediately goes off twice. I was like, all right.
I can't believe I made 4 days of Savant info to never out any of it.
Never out any-
You know,
What is
I was,
it?
I was gonna say Gibble's a strong demon candidate, but just I was gonna get there eventually, but just not now.
Share it, Mia. I want to hear it.
I'll drop it in chat.
Yay.
Oh, yes. Also, so day 1, nobody got enough votes to get put on the block, and then you had a tie on day 2. There were 6 votes on, I think it was it was Bruce and somebody.
Slug.
Right, yes. Bruce and Slug both got 6 votes that day.
Did we have more votes than that on Emma?
No.
No, Emma was your pear monger.
Pearmonger.
Emma was the pearmonger?
Yeah, Emma was the pear monger. She fed you quite a lot of pears, Bruce.
Oh,
It was you, Hallow, and then back to you.
Thanks. You didn't lie to me when you said you picked me.
No, of course not, Bruce. Why would I lie?
I appreciate that.
Oh.
Yeah, Simon did have a funny chat where somebody was like, "Oh yeah, Yusuf could be an Odashi poisoning you," and Simon was like, "No, that's not the case." And then because the town crier info was backing up my Shigenji information, and then like 10 seconds later realizes, "No, wait, hang on, Yusuf could be an Odashi. What am I talking about?"
See, my top candidate for fish advice was to tell Sean to tell Simon that their info is correct to help Yusuf maybe get killed. But it never came up.
Sages never get killed. In my experience, so I was there and kept being there.
That's so funny. Gibbo and I had a chat today where I was literally like, unfortunately, we cannot frame Bruce. Bruce has to die so soon because otherwise we're gonna lose.
The world's kept closing.
Yeah,
They
Bruce
did.
Bruce was dying tonight if we'd have made it, but
well done, Bruce. That
That's
was very
snag.
funny.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mia, when you said the way that you said no, I would never pick you as the Puka on night 1 just made me just slap a big red thumb right next to your name.
What? Oh my god! It wasn't even the Puka.
Oh, yeah, you did it again.